Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your number one source for income-oriented investing. Today I just wanted to do a quick follow-up on my video yesterday, MSTE dividend cut coming. Is Harvest ETFs doing a good job? So in case you missed it, you own MST, I highly recommend you watch that video. But I actually forgot to talk about and look at something in that video. And this, I was really looking at the total returns there, and which is very, very important, discussing the possibility of a dividend cut. But in today's video, I want to talk about something else that not only applies to MST versus MSTR, but also other things that are easily correlated. For example, USCL versus VFV, HYLD, VSP, QQCL, QQQ, right, the NASDAQ 100. And it all stems from this comment here. I actually remembered of all the screenshots I had taken. I'm going to show you this in a second, guys. But this comment is basically why I'm showing you this. It's not just for MST though, it's for other things you could apply what I'm about to show you. So Vinay here in our Facebook group says, this is yesterday, so I'm assuming it's April 13th or the 14th or something like that. He goes, MSTR is up by 7.58%. However, MST is only up by 5.98%. Why is that? Right. So if you look at my personal comment that I replied currency. What do I mean by that? So what I basically done, I took maybe 15 to 20 screenshots every day of what you're seeing right here. And when you're looking at something, when you're comparing something here, and of course we're focusing on MSTR versus MSTE here, you could kind of apply this concept. You could see how basically MST is doing versus MSTR based on the percentages. It goes up and down versus the actual MSTR. This is when the market's closed, of course. This is at the end of the day. So what I've done is almost the dates are here. So what we'll look at here is in terms of percentage, which is the most important thing, not in terms of the actual amount, because that doesn't matter. It's really in terms of percentage. How is MST moving in relation to MSTR? That's really how you're going to figure out if MST is doing its job, if Harvest is doing its job. Again, total returns are the ultimate truth, but this is simply another way to confirm if Harvest is doing a good job or not, right? And again, I highly recommend you watch that video, the previous video, in case you haven't seen it. So what we'll do is let's go through it together. So obviously you have MSTR versus MSTE here, and you also have IBIT, which to me is just basically the raw Bitcoin, what it's doing. I have also HBTE here. This is basically my stock watch list on my phone. So the key here is MSTR versus MST. So what do I expect as an MSTE holder? My expectation is that the total return, the performance is similar, not identical, but very, very similar to MSTR over time, which means that the NAV movements should be similar as well. Because it has covered calls and 25% leverage, I expect, and later on I added MSTY. I don't have MSTY here. I was just so dumb, I forgot. I added MSTY will prove that point. So MSTR versus versus MSTE and versus the MSTY, which is basically MST without the 25% leverage. I expect that if MSTR has a good day, MSTE is going to go up by a similar amount, and I expect MSTY without the leverage to go up less. That is my expectation. Okay, it's not always going to be perfect, but that's what I expect, because if you're doing covered calls with no leverage and something goes up, you're capping your upside. So technically, if MSTR has a really good day, MSTY should go up as well, but not as much. MSTE should go up as much, maybe a little bit more because of that leverage. And the first day that I started tracking this proves my point, everyone. March 10th, you see that MSTR is up 4.06 and MST is up a little bit more. Let's move on to March 12th. And sometimes you'll see March 12th, but sometimes I take the screenshot of 1 in the morning. So it's March 12th, but it's really the March 11th closing day. So here you see MSTR is pretty much flat, and you see MSTE is pretty much flat as well. Actually, a little tiny bit better. But again, as long as I see MST performing similarly to MSTR, look at even the graphs. Even the graphs you could see are pretty much identical. So on March 10th, I give Harvest an A+ because they actually outperformed MSTR that day. This day, I gave them also an A+ because they outperformed again. I don't know when I add the MSTY. Here's a negative day where you see MSTR is down 72 basis points, but MST is down less. Again, good job. That's what I want to see. So this is an exercise you could do, guys, every day, and you could do this for other things, not just MSTR, but things that are easily correlated, right? MSTR is easy because it's MSTE is easy because it's just MSTR, so it's one of the easiest things, right? So another example would be an HBIX or a BCCL, and you just compare that to IBIT, right? That's another correlation. Or QQCL, QQC versus NASDAQ 100, USCL, right? So it's very, very easy when it's 100% correlated. Something like a biggie or an HHIS is a lot harder. You could compare it to a NASDAQ 100, but it's not exactly. You know what I'm trying to say. Moving on. So here's another good day for MST. It went down less than MSTR. Here's another update. You see that MSTR is up 1 point. Now I finally added the MSTY. So MSTR is up 1.7. You see that MSTY is up 2.24 and MST is up even more. So you might be wondering, okay, well, why is MSTY with the cover calls and no leverage higher in an update than MSTR? It doesn't make sense. It should be a little bit lower, right? I would say that yes, that is technically correct and true, but there is one important factor. This goes back to the Facebook post and my answer that people miss. A lot of people miss when they're looking at the behavior on a daily basis, MST, MSTY versus MSTR. And that is the currency. The currency, everyone. So remember that MSTE is you're buying and selling it in Canadian dollars. MSTY, you're buying and selling it in Canadian dollars. And it's Canadian unhedged. It is not hedged to the Canadian dollar. What does that mean? That means if the Canadian dollar goes down that day versus the American dollar, or the American dollar gets stronger versus the Canadian dollar, that helps MSTY and MSTE more. It helps it. It helps the net asset value. So my guess here is that on March 13th, the Canadian dollar went down versus the USD, causing MSTY and MSTE to even getting a little bit more of a boost, a currency boost, right? But the opposite is also true, as I will prove to you in a second here. The opposite is also true. What do I mean by that? Well, my assumption is on this day, this particular day, and in the last couple of days, it's exactly what's been happening. MSTR is up by a certain amount, but MST and MSTY is not up as much. Why? Well, that's probably because, most likely because, pretty sure it is, the Canadian dollar has been getting stronger versus the USD. That hurts MST and MSTY a little bit. That's why you'll see that discrepancy, guys. So let's just move on. Let's just go on here. And again, it's never going to be perfectly correlated, but let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going here. MSTR of 5.56, MSTY up a little bit less, and MSTE up tiny bit more than MSTR. So this is a behavior that I expect, right? This is an expected behavior. MSTR is up 5.62. MSTY is going to be up a little bit less because there's no leverage and there's cover calls. MSTE, very easy. It has to be similar. In this case, it's extremely similar. Another good day for Harvest, right? In terms of how they're managing and what they're doing. March 17th, MSTR up 1.87, MSTY a little bit less, and MSTE a little bit less. So here's one that technically doesn't make sense to me because MSTE, MSTY is down a little bit less. That's fine. But MSTE should be up 1.87 or a little bit higher than that, and it isn't. So this is a day, I guess, where, yeah, it's very, very close. It's never going to be perfect. So this is a kind of like an exception day where I don't expect to see this. But again, it's 1.81 versus 1.87. It's not the end of the world. But it is strange that the MSTY is up a little bit more, right? So that's weird stuff could happen. It's possible. There's also aftermarket, right? Aftermarket NAVs could go up or down. They could get adjusted. Remember that as well. But either way, the trend is fine here. It looks good. Here's a great big negative day. So MSTR is down 6.47. MST is down 6.09. It's down less. So that's another great day for MSTE, because even with the leverage, it's not down as much. That's the power of that covered call. And you see MSTY is exactly what it should be doing. It should be down less than MSTR because there's no leverage and there's that covered call cushion as well. So this is another expected behavior here, March 19th. Moving on, MSTR down 1.65. MST about the same thing. MSTY is down less. Another day that makes 100% sense. So I don't know how long I've been doing this, how long I saved those screenshots, but I really wanted to get a lot of data for you guys. So let's just keep going here real quick if you're interested. And then once we get to, I also did a screenshot today. I'm filming this on April 15th, right before I go get my haircut. So MSTR down 1.85, MSTY down a little bit less, MST down a little bit more. So this is something that could happen because of that leverage, but you see that it's down a little bit more, but just a little bit more, 20 basis points more. So this to me is also completely normal and expected. MSTR up 1.87, right? More than Bitcoin itself. And that's another thing. You could put IBIT in here to just see how MSTR reacts to IBIT as well, and how HBT ties into it as well. I expect that MSTR normally on a good day for IBIT goes up more, and on a bad day for IBIT goes down more, right? It's amplified. So up 1.87, MSTY without the leverage up 1.67 less. Completely normal. There's no leverage. MSTE up more, a little bit more because of that leverage. Another great day for MSTE. 24th of March. MSTR down 1.41. MST down a little bit less. And MSTY down even less. 100% perfect as well here. Makes complete sense. Right? This is a funny day where MSTR is down less than Bitcoin. Right? So that doesn't make sense. But again, it's never going to be perfect. On a day-to-day basis, right? MSTR up 2.11, MSTY up 2.49, and up even more. So this is something that doesn't really make sense. MST up 2.63, even more. So this is a day, most likely, my hunch is that on this day, the Canadian dollar got weaker versus the USD, or aka the USD dollar got stronger versus Canada, which means that helps MSTY and MSTE even more because it's not Canadian hedged. That would be my guess for March 25th. That's why you won't see that perfect correlation sometimes. If the Canadian dollar gets stronger, you'll see a little bit of a negative correlation. If it gets weaker, you'll see even more positive correlation, right? 27th, MSTR is down 4.46. MSTY is down less than that, which is perfect. MSTE is down about the same. Also perfect. Another perfect day. That makes 100% sense. March 28th. You want to keep going, guys? We'll keep going. MSTR down minus 5.21. MSTY is down less. That's perfect. MST down a little bit more, but not that much more. Another good correlation, my opinion, but not perfect. March 30th. MSTR is down 3.63. MSTY is down a little bit less. MSTY is down maybe a little bit more, but about the same. Makes 100% sense to me. 31st, up 2.77. MSTY is up less, of course. And MST is up a little bit more than MSTY, but almost identical. Another good, makes sense day here. And here's the last one I have, April 15th. I'm doing this today because MSTR is up 1.42. But MST, I don't have the MSTY, I took it out. But MST is up a little bit less. Why is that? Well, if you look at the dollar, you'll see that the Canadian, if I do 1 USD versus CAD, you see that the US dollar is getting weaker today in the last couple. Look, this is today, right? This is 5 days. But if I do 1 day, you'll see that the Canadian dollar has gotten stronger, or the USD dollar has gotten weaker versus the Canadian dollar. So this is why today it's not as correlated in MSTE, and probably MSTY is not up as much as MSTR. So don't forget that there's also that little variable currency that also plays a part. So guys, hopefully, and by the way, that variable currency plays a part in other, if you're doing this exercise for other things, like QQCL and USCL are not hedged to the Canadian dollar, right? So sometimes the NASDAQ is up 2% and QQCL will be up maybe 1.8%, not as much, or 1.5%, not as much. Why is that? Probably that day, the Canadian dollar got stronger versus the USD dollar. The opposite is also true. Then you have HYLD, where it is hedged to the Canadian dollar. So it would be the other impact, right? So don't forget, guys, when you're looking at everyday movements, don't forget about the currency. That is the real lesson in this for this post. And again, don't forget to watch this video. If you own MSTE, they're real. You could look at it every day, but I feel like that's just on a daily basis. What you really want to look at is the total returns, and we have more than a year of data. Make sure to check out this video. This just proves even more that Harvest is actually doing a great job managing MSTE. Give me a thumbs up if you learned something. I would really appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not. I would also really appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay passive, stay honorable, stay smart. See you next time.